Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a one question reading. Um, I know this is in regards to um, a friend request, so I am going to basically do the same thing that I did in her other reading. I'm going to use tarot cards to answer this question and to tune into the information that was given to me. And then as well as my way of channeling, I am going to um, hold the crystal ball as well and do some just channeling through my third eye like I did last time, if anything. Alright, so I have your name and information. Your info will be confidential in this video. I am just going to go over again the information that I have here for you. If anything, let us just pray really quickly. Let's clear the energy. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth that is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person that I am focused on to reveal to me now what she needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information to her in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. I am now open to the spirit world, so any spirits who like to bring in any healing, guiding messages to her, I'm open to receive. Anything of negative vibration, negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to surround myself with a white light protection to be able to receive what she needs to know in this present time. Thank you. So before anything, as I'm tuning into your energy, there is a lot of loved ones in spirit for you. There's a couple. This is not a mediumship reading, so I'm not gonna get into full detail of like who I feel is coming through. But there are a couple, and they're like wanting to say hi, and they're saying hi. There's a couple of people in spirit for you. So like for me, it could be family members, if anything. I do feel like there are some grandparents or something like that in spirit for you, or like there is like a mother, grandmother figure for you in spirit that's kind of saying hi. But there's a couple of people, so I'm not 100% sure, as I'm not going to tune into it on a mediumship perspective. But there are a couple of people in spirit that are coming through that are saying hi. It doesn't always happen unless they know a reading's being done and they just want to push through, but they're saying hi. There's a couple of people, more than one spirit coming through for you, hun, okay? So I'm going to look over your question, your picture, and I'm going to tell you what I pick up. Alright, so I have been looking at your pictures and I have been reading the information again to refresh my mind on what's going on. So there is an uncertainty about the relationship itself with you and your partner. As I look at the pictures, so I'm looking at your picture, and there is definitely, like I said, a lot of spirits, loved ones in spirit for you coming through. Grandparents, if anything, I'm not sure exactly. Like I said, I'm not going to get into detail so much. And there's something about, as I tune into your energy, this is very personal, but I'm just put it out there because I'm picking it up. If it's not with you, it can be with somebody in your family, okay? There's something that has to do with the loss of a baby, an abortion, or a miscarriage, okay? If you went through either one of these, a loss of a child, an abortion, or a miscarriage, this is Spirit's way of saying, the baby's saying hi, the baby's saying it's okay. Okay, the baby's saying, I'm with you, everything's okay. I'm on the other side, but I'm with you in spirit, okay? So if this has never happened to you, if you've never had an abortion, miscarriage, or loss of a child, this can be in the family, if anything. If somebody in your family has gone through this, I'm feeling like there's a baby being acknowledged. Um, uh, Yeah, there's a baby being acknowledged in spirit. So this is very personal, but I feel like it's coming through. So um, just keep that in mind, okay? Um, so so as I look to his energy, I don't feel like, well, let's pull up the cards and then I'll tell you what I feel, if anything. I don't, I'm sorry, hold on one second here. I don't feel like anything's gonna bad's gonna happen with this relationship. Um, I feel like I keep on losing the message. I feel like he loves you. I feel like your friend said, there's a lot of history there. Um, I don't I don't feel anything bad really. So this information that's coming through that was said to me about how he, if there's a second plan or anything like that, I don't feel that. Um, I don't feel anything bad, to be honest. I feel like it's gonna be okay. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like it's gonna be okay. I feel like it's gonna be okay. I do feel like he has a lot of suffering within him. Within him, he's gone through a lot of suffering. So suffering can be, he's gone through a lot of past traumas, childhood traumas. Like, he's gone through a lot in his childhood, probably with his family or with himself. Like, he's gone through a lot of traumas, I do feel, and he has that suffering a lot within his heart. um, I don't feel like anything bad's gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna be okay. I don't feel like he has any second planning. I do feel though that I do feel like he wants a better life for himself. He wants a better life for you, or just the concept, a better life for each other. I do feel like he wants that. He has very low self-esteem, insecurities, and if you ever feel like there's a weight on you because of the relationship, it's because of that. He suffers a lot, so it's like you kind of have to pick up after his pieces, after his broken pieces, because he's gone through a lot of traumas and childhood stuff or just past stuff that's been, it's like baggage, a lot of baggage that you, if he can't do it on his own because he has low self-esteem, and he thinks low of himself, okay? So it's like you have to rescue him or you have to pick up after his pieces, and it could be very draining. I feel like if you feel like there's something wrong in the relationship itself, it's because it can be very draining. The relationship itself can be very draining because of the traumas he's gone through. He has to heal. I don't know from what or what he's gone through in the past, but there's something that he has to heal from that he still holds on to, and it's kind of just stuck in his heart chakra. Okay? I don't feel anything bad for the relationship. I don't see him going anywhere, to be honest. I feel like you guys will still be a couple. That's what I feel. I just feel like he's suffering. He's suffering. And just know you're not, you just be there for him. Don't do everything for him, but be there for him. I just feel like he wants the best for with what he has and what you guys have. I feel like he's trying in the best way that he can, in the best way that he could, to, I don't know if it's make a better life or make you guys feel happy or make you guys feel comfortable, okay? Because I just feel like either the relationship feels like it's died out, or it's been um, losing um, it's just been kind of like falling falling apart, or just losing its spark, okay? And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just him. He's suffering within him, okay? So know the reason why you've been drained and the reason why you feel like you have weight on your shoulders is because it's like you're doing things for him because of these traumas, because he has low self-esteem, because um how can you just make something out of life when you don't have that confidence, you don't have that, that drive and stuff like that. So I wouldn't trust the things he says all the time, because I feel like he'll say something and then he changes his mind. He's a very he just changes his mind a lot, so be careful. So sometimes it's not a bad thing. It's more of like if he says something to you, don't take it so seriously. He just says it because he can be a dreamer sometimes. You know, dreamers, people who dream a lot and they're just dreamers, doesn't mean that he's actually going to do it. Because when you do things, you have to do hard work. And that's something that he doesn't fully commit to things. He does things halfway. He won't finish what he starts sometimes. So that's hard. That's hard to be with somebody like that because you want to be with somebody that could be fully committed and they start and they finish what they're supposed to do. So so don't believe everything he says. I don't feel like there's a second plan. I don't. I feel like those are just his thoughts and he expresses them out, you know, and he just thinks about it. But no, I feel like the relationship's going to be okay. I just feel like the relationship is probably not fulfilling to you as much because it's so draining. And there's a certain point where you need to know your limits. There's a certain point where you know, like, okay, I'm really tired already. He needs to get his act together. He needs to fix himself. I can't do it for him. I'm trying to hold us both together at the same time, but I'm falling apart. Okay, so you gotta take care of yourself too, hun. You gotta take care of yourself too. And remember, you could be there for him and be there for the relationship, but remember he has to be there for you too, emotionally. And it's hard because you have to find that balance. And when it's not balanced out, it can be very very draining, like I said. So I'm gonna pull out 3 cards. I don't feel like there's a second plan. I don't, to be honest. I feel like he says stuff that he doesn't mean. He 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 just says stuff and then it's just a thought he puts out there, but I don't feel so. I don't feel so. So it's okay. I feel like everything's going to be okay. It's what's not going to be okay is the draining part of it and the uncertainty. You're going to feel very uncertain in this relationship because of the way he is, the way his personality is, okay? So that's not going to change because that's just, like I said, from his past traumas. He's suffered a lot of suffering. So you have to decide, am I going to deal with this? Am I willing to cope with this? You know, am I willing to deal with a person like this? What's my limit? You know, because when a person can drain and suck the energy out of the relationship, there's no more fulfillment out of the relationship. So then there's no need to drag the relationship. There's no need to stay in the relationship. So you got to ask yourself these questions. You got to ask your intuition these questions and see what you feel comfortable with. Are you willing to see if he can get better? Or, you know, are you willing to see if he'll meet you halfway and there will be a balance, you know? So I'm gonna pull out 3 cards. Basically, I think he talks a lot of crap. So don't believe everything he says. Okay? Um, he's he doesn't fully commit to things always. So don't believe everything he says, okay? I don't, you know, I would feel it right off the bat, but as I look at his picture, I don't. Yeah, he's a bullshitter. No offense, just be careful. Don't believe everything he says. Sometimes somebody says something, you're just like, okay, sure. Okay, sure. You know? When you take things too seriously of what they say, you'll drive yourself fucking crazy. And you don't want to drive yourself crazy. There is a woman in spirit for you, hun. There's a woman, like a motherly grandmother in spirit, okay? Um, I'm not sure who she is to you, maybe a family member, but I know for sure that she suffered of illness and she's saying she's okay. She feels better again. So there's somebody in spirit that passed, somebody that's deceased. There, she's telling me she's okay, she feels better, she's not suffering anymore, and she loves you and she misses you, and she's really excited while she's talking to me, talking to you. She just wants to send love to the family. Okay, so this is either motherly or grandmother figure for you. So I don't know what side of the family this is coming from, but this is for you, hun. And um, I don't know if somebody's going through medical illness or somebody's going through medical stuff now. I'm not sure if somebody's ill right now because she's telling me about somebody that's ill. I don't know if it's a male person that's ill or somebody that's ill, somebody that's medically ill, somebody who's living right now, somebody who's alive right now that's going through medical issues. Um, I don't know who it is, but she's talking to me about this. So please know that I guess she's saying she's around and she's watching over everyone and watching over you, or watching over this person that's ill or medically ill or going through medical issues. Um, I don't know. So I'm not going to continue because I'm not here. You're not here to validate the information, but I'm just going to throw it out to you because she's just saying she's aware and she's watching over everyone. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple cards. Alright, so I'm going to 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so interesting. You know how I said the balance, which is interesting because you got this card, which represents balance. Okay, balance. Balance between two things. So the balance that this card is talking about is the balance between your relationship. There has to be a balance. If there's no balance, why? What is the point to it? What is the point of dragging it? What is the point? You know, there has to be a balance. If he's not giving that balance, he's not meeting you halfway. You gotta reevaluate the relationship again, okay, hon? Balance is very important in a relationship. I also see something that has to do with planning. So either he's been planning, like you told me, or from the text that your friend told me, either he's been planning something, or you guys were planning something together. There's something of planning, okay, that's being planned. I don't feel like it's that second plan that he wanted to do, because I feel like I don't feel like that's gonna happen. I just feel like there's some planning that's going to be done. Not that, but something else that you guys have been planning together. I don't know what it is, but there's just that planning that was all, that was a part of it. The planning of the relationship or the planning of whatever it is. I don't feel like it's the planning, though, of what you guys told me. I don't feel that. I don't feel like that's going to happen. But there is a planning that's going to be done for something. I don't know if you guys are planning something else, planning whatever it is. This is generic, so this could be focused on something, planning of something else. Okay. I also have here being up and ready, being up and ready for good things to come your way in this relationship. Being up and ready. I know you've been wanting this. I know you've been wanting things to better, things to get better in the relationship. And things will get better depending on how you either change your perspective or reevaluate. So once you see, okay, am I really going to deal with this, or will it get better? Maybe it'll get better. Once you see all those things, then that goodness will come your way for the relationship itself. Because I don't feel like you're happy, and how can you be up and ready for a relationship that you're in if you're not happy? So you got to reevaluate, like I said. So those are the 3 cards I got. This is definitely, I think, in regards to the planning that you told me, the planning that you thought, or the planning that you think that he's been talking about, but I don't feel like it's going to happen. And then also, you need balance, and there has to be balance. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with that. Feel like, um, I feel like he's gonna it's gonna be okay. Just don't believe everything he says. Don't take it so seriously, and just take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself because the relationship is draining, and just take care of yourself, okay? And know what your worth is. Know what your values are. Ask yourself, what do I want out of this relationship? What am I getting out of this relationship? And talk to him. If you've been in this relationship with him this long, have a really strong conversation with him. And if he's not willing to have that deep emotional conversation with him because he's not that emotional, then reevaluate, like I said, hon, okay? But I feel like it's gonna be okay. I don't feel any second planning. I know you said that he went away to this place for 4 months, but I don't feel like there's any second planning. I don't feel so. And if there is, it'll probably take a long time. Like I said, I think he's just a bullshitter. He says things and he just imagines it like a dreamer. It's the hard work, which is very difficult, it's hard for him to put in. So that's what I'm picking up. just know that's how I feel. And I'll leave you with that. Um, know your spirits. The spirits I was telling you, the baby and their grandmother or mother figure in spirit, and somebody who's ill now or something like that. I don't remember everything I said, but yeah. I'll leave you with that, hun. Lots of love from the heavens above, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye now.